Just a second. When I say the 2020 graduates. Start it up. Mr. Christian Aiden Benitez. Mr. Adrian Charles Lewis Berry. Miss Brianna Haley Kuna. Mr. Davinsky Tyreek Delphi. Miss Sadie Suzanne Hatmaker. Miss Alexa Human. Mr. Orel Lewis. Miss Valerie Mendez. Miss Madison Ann Morse. Mr. Christian Antonio Ortiz. Mr. Tyler Bryson Ortiz. Mr. Javen Pagan. Mr. Seferino Velez. Mr. Dylan Williams. Class Salutatorian, Miss Angelise Perellis. In class Valedictorian, Diana Marie Rivera Navarez. The 2020 North Kissimmee Christian School graduating class. At this time, we're going to have a welcome address by Miss Sadie Hatmaker.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the class of 2020 graduation. I just want to thank God for allowing all of us to have this opportunity, and thank you all for coming during this tough time. I just hope that you all stay safe, and thank God for all that you have. And now at this time, we're going to have Alexa Human for a word of prayer.
Will everyone please bow their heads for a word of prayer? Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for letting everybody get in here safely tonight, that in spite of the COVID-19, that we are still having this graduation ceremony. God, I thank you for always being by our sides throughout these 4 years of high school and up to graduation tonight. God, I ask that you protect every single one of us of any illness or disease. And I thank you for everything that you have done in every single one of our lives. And that your will may be done in every single one of our lives. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Thank you, Alexa. At this time, we're going to have our salutatorian address by Miss Angelise Perellis.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming, and I hope you guys all got here safe. First, I want to thank my family. Thank you guys for pushing me to be great. Man, I practiced so many times not to cry. I did it. I'm graduating. Thank you guys for pushing me to be the best I can be. This has been a very unusual year, but I'm happy that I graduated with this amazing class. There's no other class I would rather graduate with. I want to thank my teachers. Thank you guys for pushing me. Thank you guys for not giving up on me, even though I didn't understand it. And you guys wouldn't fail on me. Because of you, Mr. Brave, I understand grammar. Because of you, Mr. Walters, I understand algebra. Yeah. I also want to thank Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, even though your class was not the easiest, thank you for always doing your best at teaching us, even though we were a super loud class. I'm going to miss you telling me, Miss Perellis, you talk a lot. But no more laughs, Mr. Singh. Hopefully I see you later on. I want to thank Mr. Shell. Shell, thank you for challenging our class, especially with homework, because sometimes we wouldn't do it. But thank you for always challenging us to be the best we could be. One of the goals that I wanted was to get closer with this class, especially in our senior trip. But because of this unusual year, I didn't get that opportunity. But I will always keep those memories with me and dear to my heart. Those times that we would roast each other in class, the times that we would be up here and perform on the stage and talent show, from those van rides to games where we would be singing Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Those are the memories that I'll keep dear to my heart every time I remember high school. I would like to also thank Ms. Debbie and Coach. Thank you guys for carrying your father's ministry, because this school has definitely impacted my life. And I know it'll impact others as well. Even though this school may not be the best, or sometimes we'll have our ups and downs, no school is perfect, but this school always felt like family to me. But yeah, thank you so much. I love you guys, for my family. Thank you so much. But to my family and to everybody else's family, we all did it. We graduated high school.
It's different for Angie, because after this year, she won't wake up and come to this place after 15 years of doing that. So it's kind of a special thing to see somebody like that that's been here that long, and to just be part of our family. And the only good thing I can say about all that is she might be moving on, but I still have siblings that'll be here for a long time, because her little sister's in K4. And so we'll see her around, so it's awesome. But next we're going to have our address by our valedictorian, Miss Diana Rivera.
I'm not good at talking out loud, so. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor and a privilege to stand here today on behalf of the class of 2020 and to give a few words. 2020 has been a class full of tragedy, excitement, adventures, quarantine, and hard work. But by the grace of God, we're all here today. If 4 years ago you would have told me that I'll be up, nope. If 4 months ago you would have told me that we'll be up here saying this speech right now, even with everything going on in the world, I wouldn't believe it. But we're here today. If now for 4 years ago you would have told me that I'll be valedictorian, I wouldn't believe you, because I wasn't always the easiest student to deal with. I want to thank North Kissimmee Christian School for accepting a kid like me and always accepting me and giving me a chance to be myself in this school, and always for helping me be closer to God. I would like to thank all the teachers for putting up with my sassy self, especially Mr. Brave and Mr. Ortiz. I want to give you thanks for pushing me to be better and always being there for me and getting better grades. I want to thank my friends for such an amazing experience and for always being there for me and for making high school fun and easier. I want to thank my family for always supporting me and pushing me to be the best that I can be. I want to thank Coach Johnson for trying his best to make this year one of the best years we could ever have, even with everything going on. But most importantly, I want to thank God, because without him, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be where I am today. Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not in your own understanding. Lean in all your ways, submit to him, and he'll make your path straight. We should always trust in God and put our faith in him, because only him will know what will happen next in our future, and he will always make our path straight. The class of 2020 was a class full of laughter, troublemakers, but hard workers. After all the hard work, we finally did it, and we put our high school journey to an end as we walk across the stage, but we start a new journey in life. As we start a new journey in life, always remember to, no matter how hard life gets, always remember that to put your trust in the Lord and to just keep it moving. High school has taught me a lot, but the best lesson that I have learned was to never take high school for granted, because your education is your passport to the future. Your life is your story, and the adventures is your journey to your own purpose and potential. So with that being said, thank you, high school, for everything. You will be missed but never forgotten. Arrivederci.
Thank you, Diana. At this time, we have some memories to show you. So we've put together a slideshow presentation. So if the graduates would stand, please, and take your seats. I get it.
I just want to thank my mom and all my families and friends. I don't think I could have made it this year without certain people like Mr. Merced. He was a big part of my life, and I just want to say thank you, and thank you for supporting me all the way.
Just want to say thank you to my mom and dad and Coach Johnson and Mr. Brave for giving me a chance to come to the school, another opportunity after everything that happened. And just, giving me hope, letting me be on the team, letting me come to the school with full hope. Coming here, helping me out with my grades, especially Mr. Brave, always helping me whenever I had a question. So I appreciate you. Appreciate my parents, like I said, also. Wouldn't be here without them. And Coach Johnson for taking the time during summer and just helping me out through everything and my little struggle that I had going on. So I appreciate you guys and thank you.
I would like to thank my family and teachers and friends for always being there and supporting me, and I hope I've made you proud and make you even more proud throughout the years.
Thank you for everything. I appreciate all the people that stuck with me after everything that happened. I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything. I know I caused you problems and I get you mad at me all the time, but I promise you, we'll get through it and I love you. Rest in peace, Dad. Shout out to all my friends and everybody stay safe. Thank you.
I would like to thank my family for always pushing me to do the best that I can and never letting me give up in any of my work. I want to say thank you to the class of 2020 for making this year one of the best years I've had and so funny. Thank you to all the teachers for pushing us to get the best grades that we possibly can and giving us second chances when we didn't get to push us as hard as we could. Thank you, Coach, for giving us the best year that we could have had and doing everything you can to make any of this possible, especially graduation with all that's going on in the world right now. And my last words as a senior is don't procrastinate at all. Do the best you can and just live it to the best that you can.
So I want to say thank you to my mom for pushing me every single day, making me study, like, you know, or else she's gonna get the chancla. I want to give a shout out to all the teachers. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Brave, my homeroom teacher, for making me think better of myself, like not telling me not to give up, etc. And I want to give a shout out to Google for helping me through all the literature questions, all the other questions for Bible, all of that. So that really helped me a lot.
like to thank my mom and my dad for keep on pushing me, because without them, I don't think I would have been able to make it. I want to thank God because he really pushed me this far and he was able to keep me alive until this time. I want to thank my friends for cheering me up, and that's about it.
Okay, so I want to say thank you to my mom and my dad. I also want to thank this school for giving me another opportunity. Also, I want to thank especially my boyfriend. He's been with me 2 years, and he's helped me a lot. He's helped me help with my classes and when I needed help. Also, I want to thank my family from New Jersey. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to thank everybody in general, also including my friends from here.
I just want to thank my family for giving me all the love and inspiration they've given me through all these years. I hope I can keep making you guys proud when I go to college.
I want to thank my family, my friends. I wanted to thank my parents for believing in me and through all the good and hard times that I've put them through, and hopefully I can repay them with all my hard work, and I love you all.
I like to thank my parents for pushing me to do better in school. I like to thank my friends for treating me like family, I guess. I love my friends. I thank all the teachers, but personally Mr. Singh from junior year. He helped me with my geometry and chemistry and helped me get better grades in that because he tutored me. So I appreciate him a lot for that. And yeah. That's pretty much it.
Thank you to my family, Krieger and the Berries for always taking care of me. Shout out to my girlfriend Naomi, always wanting the best for me. And shout out my boys, Dylan. That's it.
I would like to say thank you to my family for always supporting me and for pushing me to do great things. I'd like to thank the people who are close to me. Thank you for inspiring me and supporting me as well. And as well as the teachers, you've taught me a lot. And as though I can be annoying and not be the best student, I truly appreciate you and everything that you do to help me so that I can be able to pass.
I want to thank my family for, especially my mom, my grandma, my dad, my sister, my cousin Stephanie. They're always there for me, supporting me and for pushing me. I want to thank my friends, Tyler, Sadie, Malin, for always being there for me and keeping me on my worth. I want to thank every teacher for always being there for me, especially Mr. Brave and Mr. Ortiz and Mr. Krieger. Thank you for always pushing me and getting good grades. Most of all, I want to thank God for always being there for me and pushing me through everything I have to go through.
First off, I want to start off by saying thank you to North Kissimmee for an amazing senior year. It didn't end how everybody wanted it to, but it was amazing. For the basketball season, basketball team, I want to thank y'all for making my senior year amazing. And it was really a, amazing journey to where we got to, from the preseason I didn't play to nationals where we didn't get where we wanted, states we didn't get where we wanted, but it was amazing. I want to thank all the people I've met in North Kissimmee. You guys are amazing. It was a fun year. I want to thank the staff, from Mr. Walters behind the camera, Coach Shell, Mr. Brave, Mr. Singh, Merced, Coach Johnson, for giving me an amazing senior year. We started a little family here in North Kissimmee, so I really appreciate it. I want to thank Maleva, especially. She's been helping me a lot out lately, and I know she'll keep on helping me a lot. So I want to say thank you. I love you. I want to say thank you to Maleva's family for helping me a lot. They've, in the little time that I've known them, they've took me in, done so much for me already, given me food to eat, helping me do a lot of stuff, helping me find a way. So I always want to say thank you. Shout out Team 407. We're going to get on the map eventually. I want to move on to my family. I want to thank, my mom for always helping me out through everything. Always been there for me, making sure I was good. I want to thank my brothers and my sisters. My sister for helping me out through everything, showing me, things, teaching me things. It was really fun. Appreciate it. And anyone I ever met, through the years, it was amazing. 12 school years, long school years. So I appreciate it all. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for coming out, and hope you enjoy the graduation.
So I just want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, or anyone who's played an important role in my life, you know, showing me how to grow up and be mature. Just thank you to everyone, all my teachers, anyone who's helped me once again. Just thank you to everyone. My best friend Ryan, Javen, you know, all my teammates, everybody pretty much. So I just love you guys and thank you so much.
A lot of memories, a lot of fun memories, a lot of crazy things, a lot of things that drove each other crazy, happy times, sad times. And from what I gathered and heard, there was a lot of pushing going on. It started with the teachers pushing, and I'm like, uh-oh, we're going to get in trouble. Everybody's saying the teachers pushed me, the teachers pushed me, the teachers pushed me. But then I heard and I want to thank my parents for pushing me. So I said, well, if the parents are pushing me, it's okay if the teachers were pushing, I guess. But then it went on to God was pushing, and I was like, I don't know, we're getting a little carried away here. But I don't think any of us really physically pushed your children, and if we did, it was only for good reason. They needed it. So we believe in corporal punishment. So at this time, Mr. Merced is going to come forward and share something for the seniors. So give it up for Mr. Merced. He is a new addition to our staff this past year, and he's done a wonderful job, and he's a real mentor to these kids. They love him a lot, and so I asked him to share. Mr. Merced.
Thank you, sir. Muscle man. Guys, can we do a favor? Can we just stand up real quick and give these seniors a round of applause for this year's graduation, right? Guys, that round of applause is for you. You guys did it. Thank you so much, family. You guys could all be seated. I would like to first say thank you to North Kissimmee Christian School, to Pastor Livingston, to Coach Johnson here for giving this opportunity for me, for pouring love, motivation, and character to all of you guys sitting right there. Wow. We finally did it, right? Some of you guys are like, yeah, I finally really did do it. Whoo! I see Dylan's laughing right there. Listen, it's a lot of talk and conversation with him and Christian Benitez, right? So, parents, yes, they did it. Are you kidding me, right? Yes. Woo! That's one less kid you got to wake up in the morning to go to school, right? Amen. Some of you guys are like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, I want you to do me a favor and just look at your child, right where they are. And I want you to recall the moment he or she was born, and you held him or her right in your arms. You remember that one moment, and you took that deep breath, and you said, wow, he's mine, she's mine. You know, maybe you made a declaration right then and there for that child's life. And you said to that person, to your child, you said, you're going to be great. You are great. And maybe you haven't made a declaration in your child's life. So I want you to take this moment and make a declaration of greatness into your child's life. Isaiah 55:11 says, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. So make a declaration in your child's life. So as they go on from high school and they go to college or do whatever they need to do, make a declaration that they will survive, that they will be triumphant, that they will be successful and great every single step of their life. Graduates, you did it. Are you kidding me? You did it during a time frame of pandemic where we all assumed that it was just dark and gloomy. We were all going to die. There's no hope. Then COVID-19 hit, right? I mean, that was whole COVID-19. Dylan and Chris called each other. It was like, thank COVID-19, we're going to graduate. I said, wow, all right. You know, it's so crazy. There's a saying out there that says that whatever the enemy meant for evil, God turns it for good. COVID-19 thought it could take your senior year away. But guess what? We're here now. You're here, you're cap and gown, and you're walking with your diplomas to go on to your next adventure of life. So thank you, God, because enemy, you thought you had me, but you were wrong. You know, during this pandemic, you all rose and stepped up in an atmosphere most consider failure. With the help of your parents, of course. Your parents had to be there to wake you up to go to Zoom classes, right? And some of you guys got the phone calls like, hey, your child isn't in Zoom, right? And then some of you guys got the oreja pulled for some, right? Got the ear pulled, a chancleta, right? Alexa, I get it. My mom has a really with chancletas, you know, and the Lord was so loving to provide us with new teachers, with the same teachers, Mr. Singh, Mr. Brave, Mr. Walters. How about Sal's Kitchen? Anybody? Come on. Can we get a, oh, come on. I had to do a shout out for Sal, right? Them chicken sandwiches of Sal were just, as the kids would say, they were fired. It was just, right? I always get like 2 or 3, but it's just me. It feels like it was forever since the last time we even had class. How many guys, when you first stepped into North Kissimmee, were like, wow, it's been like 6 years or something, and it was only months away. And I remember those the moments, you know, I did conditioning class for your students, for your child, I'm sorry, and the first conditioning class that we had of leg day was probably the worst that the kids had. They woke up the next day, they're complaining how the legs hurt, they just can't move, they're done. I had some students try to hide in the closet Some hide underneath, in the bathroom, underneath the tables. I'm not really sure why. I have no idea why. But apparently I pushed them a little bit hard. I also love the moments that Jade and Adrian, they would try to tear me down in the ping pong table. And guess what? You can't. Never will. All right. I see you, Adrian. You're super competitive people, man. Miss Right, Barry? Your son, he tries hard. He used to get mad, push the table, hit the paddle, hit his brother, and brother hit him back. It was just crazy. It was intense. And then when me and Mr. Shell got on the table, it was a wrap. It was over with. So I thank you guys. You know, as you enter to the real world, I encourage each and every one of you from now on to speak life into your heart, into your mind. I'm going to say that one more time. From now on, speak life. The moment you think you can't do it, speak life. Proverbs 18:21 says, the tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Always remember never to call yourself out of something. Never. Always speak life into existence. Never say that it is impossible, but always remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. For he is the God of the impossible. And I leave you with this quote from Maya Angelou. I encourage you to live with life. Be courageous and adventurous. Give us a tomorrow more than we deserve. Thank you, graduates. Thank you, coach. And once again, one more round of applause to your students, to your graduates, to your class, your kids.
Thank you, Mr. Merced. I'm going to move this one because it's like in the way. As I heard Angie speaking earlier, I thought she almost made me start crying. I'm going to try not to tonight. It's never easy for me to not cry, but she spoke about my dad and this ministry and how much we've worked hard to keep it going. And so we thank you for everything. And I think of people like Angie and Maddie who've been here their whole life. And there's other ones that have been here 11. You'll hear and when I give out the diplomas how long each student's been here. But there's a lot of tenure that have been here forever. And, you know, this was a ministry started by my father and some other people and back 25 years ago. And the vision was to see kids and people come to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. And if you don't know that personally for yourself, that's the most important thing. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and you can be secure in that. And that's something that everybody needs. So I just want to share that because that was one thing. Every time that I was given a mic to stand in front of people, my dad said, never leave that out. Make sure you let people know that if you don't know Christ, that's what you need. Even at this graduation, I know a lot of the graduates would be very happy to hear one of their family members receive Christ today because that's the most exciting thing there is. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. If we can't preach the word of God, we don't even want to be here. So I thank you for that. At this time, this year, like you've heard and everybody knows, it's been very different. And I am extremely sorry to the seniors for the way it happened for them, but everything happens for a reason. There was a lot of things they missed out on, and I'm not going to start mentioning them all. You guys know what you missed. But one of the things was sports, and the soccer season was canceled. And I know a lot of the girls, they waited all year because all they played was soccer, and it didn't happen, you know, and it's very sad. And then the other things like field day, senior trip, the senior banquet, all those things were left off, and there's nothing we can do to bring that back. And so I'm sorry to you guys, but at this point we have some awards we want to give out. Every one of our seniors in one way or another participated in some sort of sport activity, and so I have some plaques that I'm going to hand out at this time, so when I call them up, they'll come and receive their plaque. If you look in the back, over to this side by the tables, you'll see it says North Kissimmee Christian Sports Program trophies. All those trophies on the table to the left of all of Adrian's trophies were ones won by the team school this year. So give it up for our sports program this year. And I got to walk back and forth because they're over here. And this will be in no particular order. And so I'm going to have to turn my notes over somewhere. The first one is for Javen Pagan. And Javen has been in our school for 3 years. He loves basketball, and he played basketball for us all 3 years. He also played soccer for all 3 years, and he played flag football this year. He's won MVP for flag football, I think, and a couple other things, and won a lot of awards. Great player. This year, I have a bunch of basketball players that you'll hear come up We came in second, state runner-up. It, like Sefe said on the screen, is not exactly what we wanted, but it's the best record in the FCC we've ever had. So give it up to Javen Pagan. Next one is for Angie Perales. She's played volleyball, I think, for 6 years because she's been here forever and started it very young. She played soccer for all 3 years we had it, and she also was cheerleader. And so, Angie, you come at a time. Again, Angie did a wonderful job, and we're excited for Angie. And let me grab some more. Thank you. Somebody from the back is handing them out. I appreciate it. Next, we have Christian Ortiz. And Christian Ortiz, where's he at? Come on up. Christian helped out and played a little bit soccer with us, and so Christian will come and receive his soccer. All right, and next, this student was with us for 2 years and played soccer, basketball, and flag football, and that is Dovinsky Delpe. Again, one of our players on our basketball team that was runner-up at the state tournament. Doe wanted a hug. Can't get that close, Doe. Next, we have Maddie Morris, who played volleyball for, I think, 4 or 5 years. She took her senior year off, but she played all the other years. And next, he played basketball for 2 years and soccer, and was a wonderful soccer player. Never knew it, but he was an awesome basketball player as well, and I'm proud of Dylan Williams, who come at this time. Next one is for someone who helped out with soccer, but also played a little bit and traveled with the team, and that's Mr. Tyler Ortiz. You come up at this time. And then we have Mr. Aurel Lewis, who played soccer, football, and basketball. And if you'll come at this time, Aurel. Next, we have Miss Alexa Human, who played soccer for us. And so you'll come by this time, Alexa. And then we have Miss Brianna Cunha, who played basketball for 2 years, soccer for 2 years, and was a cheerleader as well. And she played a little bit of volleyball, but because I wasn't coaching, she quit. Next, we have Mr. Adrian Barry, who again was another one of the basketball players who was part of that state runner-up team. And then we have Miss Sadie Hatmaker, who played volleyball for many years, like 6 or something, and basketball for like 5 years, and soccer for 3 years. Next, we have Mr. Christian Benitez, who came to us with ACL surgery the year before he came and wanted to play basketball, was unable to, but helped the team a lot, so I'm giving him an award for helping us out. And next, our homeschooler that became a homeschooler with the school because once he joined the school, we went to homeschooling. And this is Sefe Velez, played basketball for us, part of that team again. Two more. Next one is for Valerie Mendez, who did cheerleading this year. So give it up for Valerie for being a cheerleader. And last but not least, a soccer player for all the years we had girls soccer, Diana Rivera. I'll need just a second to get my notes all together here. Give it up for the sports program. I'm going to ask our pastor if he'll come at the stage this time. He'll be turning their tassels on that side. The seniors will come and receive their diploma from me. They'll stand in the middle for a picture. So if you want to get a picture of them, they'll be standing there for you, and then they'll go get a tassel turned over there. At this time, I just want to thank all of our coaches that helped out. I want to thank Mike Krieger, who was our athletic director throughout the last few years, who moved to Iowa to take a church. So give it up to Mike. And Yvette, who worked with the girls' basketball program. I think of Mr. Shell, who coached basketball in the back. Thank you, sir. And also Mr. Barry, who helped out with the program, who's here. Ashley, she's in the building, Ashley Brown. She helped out with the girls' programs as well. Who am I missing? Coach Johnson, who coached basketball. I don't know. I think that's about it. Mr. Walters, who coached football. I'm sorry. Give it up for Mr. Walters, too. But at this time, it's time for the diplomas. So I'll get the first one. And you guys need to get a little more loud. I didn't hear a lot of screaming and stuff earlier, so it's time to get loud. We're live streaming so people can say, yeah, they're crazy at North Kissimmee. But anyway, our first graduate has been with North Kissimmee for 1 year. He enjoys basketball. He helped a lot with the team this year. He's a wonderful student. He plans to join the Marines. And at this time, if Christian Aiden Benitez would come, our first graduate. Next, we have another student that was here just this 1 year, although I wish he would have been here longer, not just because he's a good basketball player, but he's a great person, and he means a lot to me. He came to us during the summer and just had a lot of time to talk with him and spend time with him personally. He enjoys basketball. He was part of our state runner-up team. His favorite teacher was Mr. Brave. He loves English now. He plans to play basketball overseas someday. And give it up for Adrian Berry. I'm sorry, Adrian Charles Lewis Berry. I think Charles Berry would be like Chuck Berry. I'm sorry. Some people get that, not the younger generation. Our next graduate came to us, and I'm not sure that she knew this was where she wanted to be when she first came. But she fit in really well and became part of the family real quick. I believe, if I'm not wrong, she was offered a choice to not come back her senior year to go somewhere else because she had done so good here, and she said, no, I want to go back to North Kissimmee. I believe that. I think that's what she told me. But anyway, she played soccer, basketball. She was a cheerleader. Her favorite teacher was Mr. Walters. She enjoys the beach, traveling animals, and she plans to study zoology in the future, and that is Miss Brianna Haley Kunha. Our next senior was here for 2 years. Another one wasn't sure he wanted to be here at first. He fit right in. He's a clown. He's a great guy. A lot of fun to be around, fun to make fun of. He played basketball, soccer, and flag football. Part of the state runner-up team again. His plans are to attend FSU to become an architect. Let's give it up for Davinsky Tyreek Delpe. Next is like part of the Star Wars saga. It's the last of the hat makers. I had the privilege to also graduate her two older brothers and be part of our school for many years. Sadie's been here 11 years. Her favorite subject is Bible. She played volleyball, basketball, and soccer and was very good at sports. She enjoys reading, drawing, going to the beach. She's like another daughter to me because they live around the corner, and she's been such a good friend to my daughters and like a daughter to me as well. And I love this family, and it's sad that they're gone, but they'll be around. It's like the rise of Skywalker. There's going to be a rise of the hat makers. She plans to attend Santa Fe College for nursing. At this time, if Sadie Hatmaker, oh, by the way, Sadie was one of the 3 students with a 4.0 average her senior year. Give it up for Sadie Suzanne Hatmaker. She's the smartest and the prettiest of the Hatmaker children. Sorry, Drew. Dylan. Our next graduate had been part of North Kissimmee for 6 years. Very strong Bible student, very powerful in her feelings about God, going to be a spiritual giant. She played soccer. She enjoys painting and hanging out with her friends. She not only plans to be a paramedic firefighter, she starts in 2 weeks. Give it up for Miss Alexa Francesca Human. Next, we have another student that's been here pretty much his whole life, 12 years now at North Kissimmee Christian School. He played soccer, basketball, and flag football. He left us 1 year but realized where he was supposed to be and came back. He enjoys, I almost read the wrong thing. He said he enjoys cooking, and no, that's the wrong person. His favorite teacher was Mr. Shell. He loved economics, I guess. And he plans to attend to Valencia in the fall. In fact, he's enrolled and ready to start. And I'll have Orel Lewis come at this time. I was stuttering. Our next senior has also been with us for 2 years. She thanked us for giving her another opportunity, and we're just thankful she came. She always had a smile on her face. Her favorite teacher was Mrs. Peralta. She enjoys shopping, doing makeup, and helping children. And because of her love for helping children, she plans to attend UCF to become a pediatric nurse, and that would be Miss Valerie Aylin Mendez. Our next senior was another one that has been at North Kissimmee Christian School for 15 years. Like I said earlier, it's very difficult for those ones that have been here that long to not wake up in August and September and say, I got to go to North Kissimmee Christian School today, because it's been a habit for so long. This one's different to me because she's like a niece. We've known her since she was born. She's one of the few people that are in this building that have actually met my father. And this has been her home for 15 years, probably because of that, because of the impact of his life on her family. She played volleyball. She enjoys cooking, gardening, and nursing, like Aurel. She plans to attend PCC, Pensacola Christian College, for a degree in nursing and criminal justice. Madison Morse. Our next student was also at North. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Our next graduate had been with us also for 6 years. He played soccer. His favorite teacher was Mr. Singh because all the help he gave him in math and science so he could graduate. He plans to go to college for computers in the future, and that would be Mr. Christian Antonio Ortiz. Not his brother, but a good friend next. He'd been here 3 years. His father spent a lot of time teaching here and is a great man and worked with him, helped him along the way. He worked with the soccer team, helped them out. He enjoys computer engineering. He also spent some time with Mr. Singh and a lot of help and loved Mr. Singh's help. Mr. Singh's a wonderful guy, by the way. Right, give it up for Mr. Singh. Sorry, Tyler. I wasn't trying to take anything away from you, but I know you wanted that too. So his favorite teacher, Mr. Singh, he plans to go to college for computer graphic design and engineering. At this time, we'll have Mr. Tyler Bryson Ortiz come. Next, we have a student that's been with us for 3 years. He loves basketball, has been part of the sports program, done a wonderful job. Great leader on the court and off the court. A lot of hard work in the classroom and on the court, field, wherever he does. He played basketball, soccer, flag football. He's part of the state runner-up team. His plans for the future are to get it to work in I'm sorry, I'm messing it up. He's going to become an electrician. At this time, Javen Pagan, if you'll come forward. Javen Jariel Pagan. A lot of your family members are watching online, so everybody say hi to people online. Hey! A lot of the students that were with us just for a short period of time, we wish they could have been here all their years. So if you have friends that want to come to a good school, you let them know young and they can stay all the way through, like the ones that have been here 15 years. This next one's not one of those ones, but he wishes, I think, and I wish he would have came to us sooner. He's, like I said earlier, he started as a homeschooler, and then he enjoyed being around our kids and being around the coaches and teachers and just really wanted to be part. And so the last quarter before COVID started, he asked could he finish the year out as a bona fide classroom student. And as soon as we signed him up to be in the classroom, the announcement came we weren't going to be coming back to school for a few weeks, and then we weren't going to be coming back for a few months, and we weren't going to be coming back at all. And he ended up doing homeschool through our school instead of homeschool on his own. But he did become one of our students, and he always was. He played basketball, part of that team again. He enjoys video games, sports, and outdoor activity. His plans are to attend Valencia in the fall. And so give it up for Seferino Velez. Next, we have a student that's dear to my heart. When he first came to me, I thought about myself. I really did. I saw myself in him as I was a high school student. And I mean that literally, like, as much as sometimes he was a pain or he was hyper or he wanted to do this or that or whoever he was. That's how I was. I could never sit still in class. I caused a lot of problems. In fact, when I first started teaching at a school, we went to Pensacola Christian College for teacher training, and we were sitting through a class that they taught, and I got demerits and got sent out as an adult teacher sitting in a class learning how to teach better. And so, I mean, that's who I am. I couldn't be in a class anymore. But he's a great kid. He came to us 2 years ago. He enjoys sports and cars. He played basketball for us. He played soccer for us. He's a great athlete, a great person. If you ever need something, you can rely on Dylan. He plans to attend tech school and one day start his own business, and he's a great kid, and I think he'll achieve that. Dylan Williams. These last two students were other two that were 4.0 students their senior year, so I'll give it up to these last two for being 4.0 their senior year. The top 4 students in the class all were within 1 point for valedictorian, salutatorian. Angie has been with us for 15 years. Again, it's like home. She played volleyball, soccer. She was a cheerleader. She is our class salutatorian. She's an awesome person, an awesome friend. She played volleyball with me when I coached, and she was just a real awesome teammate that really everybody up. She plans to attend Embry-Riddle for a degree in aerospace engineering. Miss Angelis Perales. Our last graduate for 2020 has been at North Kissimmee for 5 years. She wrote on my yearbook, "Thank you for calling me stupid when I didn't understand how to do the math." Because math is just easy for me, and so when it's easy, I say, "Come on, this is easy. You must be stupid. You don't understand." And the kid's like, "I don't respond to that well." And I'm like, "But it's easy. You're stupid." And it was like, I wasn't that young. It was 5 years ago. But anyway, she played soccer. She enjoys the beach and reading. She is our class valedictorian, again, 4.0 senior year. Her plans are to attend UCF for business management. Wonderful person and friend, Diana Rivera. If you go home and watch the live stream, you'll be able to see Pastor take her hat off again if you want to. It'll be up there. You can watch it again. It won't be live, obviously, but it'll be a fake stream. All right. Well, at this time, the seniors got to come back to the stage. So if you don't mind coming back, guys, just line up and walk up here. Walk the same way, guys. Walk that way. There you go. We didn't practice this. They're going to come up here and stand across the front for some group photos. This will be the only time you'll get a group photo, because after this, they're going to leave one by one. Just stay on the floor. Yeah, some of you can come up and step, and some more people come up and step. Boys, come up in the back. That worked out. These are your kids. Give it up for them all. We didn't rehearse throwing the hats, so some of them are going to throw their caps and some are not, because it's traditional and some of them want to be traditional. So after they're done with that, if you'll just sit down, and then your seniors will come to you, and then we'll dismiss you a little bit at a time to go around. All right, I want to thank everybody for being here. Pastor's going to pray after these guys come to you, so when they get back to you, just stand or sit or something, and he'll pray, and then we'll be dismissed. On three, ladies and gents, if you want to throw your hat. 1, get your cameras ready. 2, wait. They're like, wait. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. The 2020 graduating class, North Kissimmee Christian School. Go to your parents. Go to your parents. Go to your parents. All right. If everybody please have a seat. Everybody please have a seat. My mic went out. No, it's on. Guys, get your hats back. Once again, I just want to say congratulations to all you guys. You're on your next journey. Keep your focus on God, and He'll direct your path. I promise you. All right, we'll let the seniors sit down when they get their hugs. Nobody sees us hugging. That's not social distancing. Sit with your parents or on their lap or in your seat in the front will be fine. I'm going to have our pastor, Pastor Livingston, closes with a word of prayer, and then we'll dismiss around this way. One table at a time. In the back, you'll see there is a table in honor of every student. If you want to take a walk around and look at each one, and then when you get out to this side, you'll go out this hallway, and we're going to have the 2 photo booth sessions set up so your family can be with you. You'll take pictures, and then you'll leave out through that door. If you want to get pictures with your friends and family and you want to mingle together, outside is fine because that's not on the school, okay, and it's not on the live stream. So when you go out and around, outside is where you get together. Otherwise, we can take pictures in here. Everybody understand? Everybody going to abide by the rules, please? So we're going to start with that. The Mendez family will go first after the prayer. Here we go, Pastor.
I want to thank you all for trusting us with your children, with your young people. And it's an honor to be a part of the school. I'm a little distanced from it because I'm not here every day, but I really enjoy the fact that these young people came to know Jesus Christ, grew in Christ, and now are setting out on their new life. So tonight I want to pray a blessing as we close on these young people. Let's bow our heads with a word of prayer. Father, you are the creator of the universe. You are the one who not only created this world as we know it, the way we see it as the here and now, Lord, but you created these young people. You breathed life into their very bodies in the beginning. You had a plan for their life before the foundation of the world, Lord. And we praise you and honor you for that gift. We praise you for the parents that you gave each one, the friends and the families. We thank you for the decisions that were made that brought these young people to our school and gave us a chance to be a part of their lives. And Lord, now I ask for your blessing on them as they go forth into the world. May they be witnesses for Christ. May they know salvation and grow. May someday when they choose a spouse or a career, Lord, that it is all to glorify you. And we'll thank you and praise you for the blessings that you give them. In Jesus' name, amen. Go with God.
So the Mendez family will go first. When they get halfway around, then the Begons can go. And when they get halfway around, then the front right here will go, and so forth, until we all get out of the building. Thank you. Appreciate everybody being here, and congratulations on the achievements of your children. You're young adults.